special word that I have been told is really good, and so I hope you find it good as well. And for the title, Patience in Prayer.
Wow.
And the main verse is Isaiah 40:31. But those that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up on wings like eagles, and they shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint. And since that's the book of Isaiah, it was written about 740 BCE, really long time ago, during the reign of Uzziah, who was an ancient king of Judah. About the time when the Assyrians invaded it, and the name Isaiah translates to the salvation of the Lord. Little fun fact, my middle name is Isaiah, so you can call me Jarad, the salvation of the Lord. So, what is patience? It's the capacity to accept or tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering without getting angry or frustrated. Patience is a virtue and one of the gifts of the Spirit. Now you're wondering, Jarad, why do I need patience? I'm fine, God's got me. But in Colossians 3:12 it says, therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. And unless I'm wrong, and I've been wrong my entire life, we are God's chosen people, so we need patience. Yes. And why do we need it? Because patience, once again, is a virtue, a fruit or gift of the Spirit. And we already have the fruits and the gifts. And you guys are thinking, oh God, grant me patience, I need it, I don't have it. We already have them. You just need it to develop. And it develops in situations where we need it most. Like when you're waiting for something, or when you need to tolerate delay, trouble, or suffering, and just be calm about it, not flipping out on everybody who's around you. And yeah, God just loves when we develop the fruits and gifts of the spirits. I'm sure you'll love it too when you obtain these and the other gifts. You'll probably feel prepared and calm, ready, and steadfast, knowing whatever is going to come your way. You'll just shrug it off your shoulder and say, God's got me. You'll feel peace and comfort. In 2 Corinthians 9:6, the point is this: whoever sows sparingly will also reap sparingly, and whoever sows bountifully will also reap bountifully. What this means is, in time, if we have patience, we will reap what we sow. If a farmer takes time to put all his work into his crops, taking care to plow the land, plant the seeds, make sure to water each plant carefully. And give them an equal amount of water, and make sure they're all well fed and well cared for. The plants will grow big and healthy and bountiful, and he can feed himself, his family, his farm stock and cows and stuff for years even to come. Have a surplus of food and not a famine. So if we continually ask God to be patient and calm, knowing that he will eventually fulfill our wish, he will bless us bountifully, right when we need it most, not when we want it to happen, right when he knows it will happen, because he knows when we need it, when we don't need it.
That's right.
And we not only have patience, but people in the Bible have patience too, and persistence. In Luke 18:1-23, I'm not going to read it because it's long, but it's a parable Jesus told of a widow who would always ask a judge. And the judge he didn't believe in God, he thought he was higher than everyone else. He would ask him every day to legally protect her from her enemies, because she was not a husband, so she was alone, and she had to fend for herself, but she couldn't. But eventually the judge got tired of hearing her. He was tired, he didn't really care for her anymore, so he was just like, you know what, I'm going to fulfill your wish, you can have it, whatever you want, just leave me alone. And God's not going to be like that. He's not going to say, oh, just get this guy off my back, I don't want him praying to me anymore. He loves us, and he will do it. It's just the better attitude. And then in Mark 10:46-52, when Jesus traveled to Jericho, a blind man named Bartimaeus began to shout after Jesus, asking him to heal him of his blindness. But everyone was like, dude, stop, that's Jesus, you're not worthy of it. But he didn't care, he still wanted to be healed. Everyone was like, dude, Bartimaeus, shut up, it's Jesus, whoa, dude, calm down. But Bartimaeus still kept shouting, and Jesus healed him. And he said, "Your faith has healed you." Because he was persistent and patient, knowing Jesus would eventually heal him, Jesus healed him. And then we're going back to the very beginning, when Joseph was placed in prison. Do you know who Joseph was?
Yeah.
Joseph was
Yes.
technical code when he was betrayed by his brothers. But when he was placed in prison by his master, when you were in prison, many people were like, where he's done for, he's just going to die down there, and no one's ever going to know who he was, ever. But God was with Joseph, and Joseph knew this. He just waited patiently in his cell, knowing his time to be released would happen. He just sat there twiddling his thumbs, waiting. So God granted him favor with the prison guard, which was, when the servants of the pharaohs were in jail, and he read their dreams, knew one of them was going to be executed, and the other would be placed back into power with the pharaoh. And the one that was placed back in Pharaoh told the pharaoh, like, "Hey, I know this guy in prison, he interprets dreams, and he's really good at it. You can, talk to him, he'll tell you what the dream means." And Joseph was right with the dream. Egypt had 7 years of famine and 7 years of surplus. And because of that, the pharaoh trusted Joseph, and he placed him as right-hand man. He could, if Joseph wanted something to be done, he could go to the pharaoh, and it was done. The snap of a finger. He was a right-hand man. He could do what he wanted, pretty much. Because Joseph knew that God had him, he just waited patiently for his salvation from prison.
Hallelujah.
And now you're also asking me, how can I be patient in prayer? Well, there's tons of ways. First off, don't go straight into asking God what you want. First, give him glory and praise, because he deserves it. Give God what is his. And because God is willing to give you what you want, no matter what the circumstances. He loves us, and he'd be willing to give us anything. Then what he deserves and belongs to him, then you can ask it, because you know God will give it to you. Now, I've got a video to show, and yes.